All right, thank you. Over to the side.
Hi, my name is Sammy from Brooklyn. Happy birthday, David.
Thanks, Sammy.
Birthday season. I have two questions for Stephen. Are we ever going to find out how Oliver got custody of William legally? And for Emily, I'd like to ask, because we've heard Stephen tell the story about meeting you for the first time and how you did your thing, and he thought you were fantastic. But we've never heard your version of that first meeting, first filming story. So I think we'd like to hear that too.
William question first. William's grandparents are they're not the great unknown, but there's always a gap in time. So we've alluded to the fact that Samantha Watson has alluded to the fact that we claim that William's mother, Samantha, died in a car crash under suspicious circumstances. We haven't gone over her parents or how Oliver came to have custody of her. And that would be a very, very interesting story to go through. And I don't think that we can, I think that the longer that we go with William, his son, we're gonna keep going with him. They're not dating. That's going to be something that we will have to explore. And I'm pretty good about that. When I feel like there's an elephant in the room in terms of story not being told, there's been a big part of, I can't reveal it, but there's been a big part that sort of existed for me in episode 10, 11, and we're filming 12 right now, we're finishing up 11. And I addressed that with the writers. I'm like, okay, this has gone past the point of being an elephant in the room. This is something that I feel like we need to expand upon. And we normally do. So I think that we'll get to that eventually.
That's right. Okay, so it was August 8th. I walked in. Lights were shining. We were like a block and a half away from my house. And I had to go like 4 blocks away to go for, hair and makeup. And then I rolled up, and Steven was in one of the rooms with like a bunch of his best buddies that I know. But I like walked in, and she's sort of like, "Hi, I'm here for the day. You won't remember me now." And he was like just so nice and charming, and I was like, "Can you stop talking to me? I just want to do my work." Because I was so nervous. I was so nervous, and I was like ready to play. Just so kind, and you're like, sit, have a coffee, do all this. And I was like, I can't eat, I can't drink, I just need to do my lines. So I was like, I need to act. And so I was just like tunnel vision. And then I walked out of there, and I called Fanta, I called my best friend. She's like, how was it? I was like, don't remember anything. Don't remember anything that happened. She was like, Kay, do you wanna go get a drink? And I was like, yeah. And then I never thought I'd be back. I honestly never thought I'd be back. I left that day, I called my team, and I was like, yeah, it went really well. Like, gonna go back to the dog shop, do a couple hours at work, and then took the dog on the run, went for a drink with Fanta, and woke up a couple days later, and they asked me to come back for episode 5. And I was like, oh no, I'm gonna have to quit my job. And then my boss at the dog shop was like, you have to quit, I'm not gonna fire you. I tried to keep it for the whole first season. She's like, you have to quit. She's like, you don't show up here anymore, you have to quit. So, thank you. Yeah, and it was really nice meeting you.
I'm sorry that I kept talking.
Oh, yeah, me too.
All right, over to this side now.
Hi, the question I want to ask is for everyone on the panel. When did you make the decision that acting was for you, and what allowed you to persevere until you got your first paid gig?
I persevered because everyone told me to have a plan B, and I was like, no. And I was like, what's a plan B? That doesn't make any sense. I knew when I was a kid, but my parents were both in medicine, and my mom was like, can you please stop reciting things that you saw on the TV? I'm in theater school. And that was about it. She's like, stop doing lines to me off the TV. I never told you that. That's not even you. Why are you saying those things?
Go ahead.
14, which was a long, long time ago. And,
Specifically, 75 years ago today.
I don't know. I always wanted to play football, and then I watched my brother, who was an artist, he did a play. I just wanted to emulate him. And then I really felt like I could do it, and I became more and more interested in it. Just from there, I kept going. So about 14 years old.
I was 28 and a half. I've been acting for like 5-6 years, but if you look at the jobs that I had done before then, you could never tie job A to job B. I would get a job, be maybe okay at it, but I was in it for the wrong reasons. I was in a long-term relationship at the time. That relationship ended, and I took stock of what was important in my life. Like I literally sat down and I wrote a list, and it was family, friends, my dog Louie, and acting. So I shedded everything that I had that I could, and I drove to Los Angeles in a smart car. That's a true story, by the way.
Instructor Steve was the smart school.
I was a spin instructor at the time. Yeah, and that was it, man. I was pursuing it for the right reasons, and ironically, and I'm being truthful when I say this, I don't, just because we have this job and things are going great, I don't feel like I've made it. I feel like I'm in the first chapter still. It's not I feel like this show, whenever it ends, it's not the end. It's like, it's not the beginning of the end, but maybe it's the end of the beginning. That's the cool thing about acting to me, is that I feel like I get an opportunity every year and every day that I go to the Aero set to become better, and that's why I love what I do.
Good question. Thank you. Moving over to the side now. Question.
Hi, my name is Joey, and because Felicity's nickname is Overwatch, I was wondering if has any of you heard or even played the game Overwatch?
I have not.
I've watched it being played while I drink on the sidelines. So in turn, I played. It's like that's the way I see sports as well. 19.
No, I'm not. Aside from Clash Royale, I'm not a gamer because I become myopic and I become like super hyper competitive and it will destroy my life. Is it a good game?
Yeah, it's really good.
Cool.
Yeah,
I bet they do. Paul, do you know that Paul Blackthorne is in that new Star Wars video game? They made him like 28-year-old Paul Blackthorne. And Janina, who played McKenna Hall on season 1, is one of the leads in it. So I'm so excited for her. Very cool.
Over to the side.
Hi, I was wondering, since I shoot archery left-handed, if you had ever tried left-handed and if you're even good at it.
I have, and I'm not.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Over here.
Hey, my name is Arthur, and I'm really excited to be here. So the crossover episode is coming up, and my friend Kira and I wanted to play 2 Truths and a Lie about the crossover episode.
The word crossover is like Voldemort for me.
Yeah, the second that you said
I was like,
crossover, my back started hurting again. I'm exhausted now. 2 truths and 1 lie about the crossover.
I'm
okay.
in it.
Okay, you do yours and then I'll do mine.
Okay, good.
Okay.
I'm in it. I'm not in it. 2 truths. I don't know how to play this game. I'm in it. I'm not in it. Oliver and Felicity kiss. I'll tell you what the lie is. For a prize.
We all know what the lie is.
No, you don't. We don't even know each other. Just putting me on the spot like this? In front of all my friends? It's embarrassing.
We'll wait and see.
Yeah, we will.
Okay, 2 truths and a lie about the crossover.
Better than me in those places.
Okay. I I hand Felicity a gun, Oliver and Cara share a passionate kiss. And we do not spend any time whatsoever in Star City.
Dang, those are good. Those
Don't
were quite.
know. I'm so good at this game.
I'm terrible at this game. But I think I got it.
Okay, I'm ready.
Oliver and Felicity share a passionate kiss. Oliver and Cara share a passionate kiss.
Yes.
Sure, a passionate kiss.
And Oliver and Diggle
Yeah,
share.
yeah. I knew it.
I think I got this game. I think I know this game very well.
He's better at this game than me!
So I think I just
I
figured
can
it out.
safely say it'll be a great episode. Thank you so much.
Just figured it out.
We're gonna have to reshoot the entire crossover. Everybody ready?
How do we top that? All right,
How do we not say the word crossover for the rest of this?
If you can ask questions about upcoming episodes, if people can avoid saying the word crossover, we would really appreciate it.
If you could call it something
Trigger.
that we all love, like just call it like, hey, that episode.
That's coming up, that special thing that
Number
you guys
8.
did. Yeah, man, what's up?
Steven, what's the hardest stunt you've ever had to do?
Episode 1, Season 2, I had to swing down and grab Felicity off of the, oh shoot, the land. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you very much. It is Sunday. Yeah, and I had to swing from very high, and they weren't gonna let me do it. And I was very like directive and made them let me do it, and made them let me do it. And then I got up in the tree and I was like, oh, this was the worst. It's so hard. And actually, there was this was not the most difficult stunt, but the most scary stunt that I've ever done is in episode 9 this year. It's not gonna seem like a lot, but I had to be, I was wearing a harness, and they had to lift me up, and they had lifted me 20 feet in the air. And what they were doing in the stunt is they're dropping me into a room, Ethan Hunt style, like for Mission Impossible, the first Mission Impossible. And rising up wasn't the scary part, and going down wasn't the scary part, but when I was 20 feet in the air, even though I'm harnessed in really well, you have to invert me, and as you're doing it, all I can hear is all of the hook points on the harness going. So scary, so scary. And then I found out how scary the stunt guys found it, and I felt better about the fact that I almost peed my pants. Anyway, so what's the next question?
Hi there. I was wondering if any of you are ever interested in directing an episode, and if you, what would push you towards that, or what you would be for?
My ultimate goal is to have both of the people sitting next to me direct an episode. I think that'd be awesome. I want no part of it whatsoever.
Yeah, I think I've expressed interest in directing an episode. What will push me toward that is just adding something to the story. What I have to add to the story is I'm a fan. I'm a big fan of the show. I'm a fan of these characters. I'm a fan of the mythos that we've all created. So I would love to be a part of that. And when you're on the set, it's such a collaborative effort that unless you just aren't present, you're learning so much just on the job. And just get so much respect for so many people's departments. The wardrobe, the costume, the script department, the camera department, the lighting department. It's just so much you're learning as an actor. So I don't know. I would love to be on that other side of the camera too, because I'm also a fan of these characters as well.
The answer is absolutely yes. Great. I'm excited for when David directs. I'm excited for when Steven stops crying about it and actually directs. The answer is yes, absolutely. Like, we have such an amazing crew. I'm happy to go to work every single day, every day, and hang out with these people, like maybe 150, 200 people we work with every day. Is that right? And every single person is someone I look forward to seeing. And to be able to take on a different department, play a different role in sort of this machine that we all collaborate and work on together, and as like a family is just like kind of fun. It's like sitting in a different chair at the table. It's like, you know, sitting in a different chair at the table, and I think they're really great. We need more women directors. We have about 3 this season, I think. 4 out of 2023, but some directors come back. And so yeah, I just think it'd be really great. I have an issue. I want to do everything, so I'm like, put me in the editing. I'll do sound today. I'll do set deck today. What do you like?
You know what would be great is when you direct an episode, sitting in on the casting for the guest stars. That would be pretty cool.
The casting is like one of the best ones.
And I'm on board with it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, over here.
Hi, I'm Addison. If Rainbow Dash and Green Arrow were meant to get into a battle, who would win, and would all of OTA be involved?
Solid question.
We'll leave that to you. Green Arrow.
Can you help me out, please? What are Rainbow Dash's superpowers?
She can fly really, really fast.
Okay.
And she's magical.
So we got enough. You like
Like princess magic?
Yes. And she's cool.
I'm sorry, what are you trying to say? Addison?
I like Emily better.
I love you, Addison. That was awesome. I am awake.
Addison, are you Team Princess Magic?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so I'm on your team.
Yes.
I'm on your team too.
And if we were to face off Arrow with Princess Magic, we would win.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go over there. Let's have a chat. Let's do some magic, and then we'll fight the Green Arrow.
Yeah, I could come up with a great battle plan, but it's clear that I've already lost. Thank you for your question,
Wait, well,
Addison. No hard feelings.
Actually, unfortunately, we
do like we do like
one more.
Yeah,
Okay, we'll do one more.
Thank you.
My name's Ryan. My question's for the whole panel. Each of you sing a part of your favorite song.
I got a brand new pair of roller skates. You got a brand new keys. That's 60s. Okay, whatever. It was,
I don't know.
It's either before the 80s or not. That song. Mostly because it's been
Come on, Eileen, Eileen, come on, Eileen, oh, Eileen.
That is a hard act to follow.
You didn't have to face off against Addison.
Addison's great.
Princess Magic.
80s.
Are you alive?
Billie Jean is not my lover.
You gotta sing it.
She's just a girl who says that I am the one. But the kid, not my son. Dramatic abuse.
No!
Barry Allen. That's all I have to say.
All right, well, thank David, Steve, and Emily, thank you so much for joining me on stage. Thank you to all the fans and your questions.
Thank you guys